Good morning, folks. Welcome back. So yesterday I was planning on making like a more of a in-system vehicle, and we ended up making more like a miniature spaceship, which is fine. It was cool, but let's try to actually make a vehicle today. Just kind of want to. I'm gonna start with a person for scale. Okay, and just so we keep it relatively to the right scale, let's bring in a vehicle as well. Transportation with a not a 4x4, but like sedan. Doesn't really matter. The Porsche sounds good. So that's our scale that we're looking at. Something about like that. We can go a little bigger than that maybe, but not much. And let's go ahead and save. Where am we? Yep. New 2505061 live stream AV flyer. We're actually going to make it this time. All right. And let's move the Porsche out of the way just slightly so we can see it, but we're not stuck with it. Okay. And Shift A, Mesh, Random Starship. We are going to static. There we go. We're done, right? No. And again, we're going to go to 12 hull. And we're going to cut it down to, looks like if we look at this, we got like 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So let's try 4. And that feels a little squishy, but maybe we can adjust it. And width, we're going to shrink it in some. Ooh, that's neat looking even on its own. Not quite that far. We want it to be at least like that. We'll go to like 0.8. Come on. Okay, cool. And again, Z, let's bring that in to a little more, 0.5. Something like that. And it's got a front, clearly. And its front should have a Z depth of 0.5. Yeah. And a Z taper of, does it do anything? I don't know. Let's go 0.75. And 7. Okay, that's actually not too bad looking. I think we can use that. Let's try a different hull seat or two. That's pretty cool looking. The little duckbill thing's a little strange, but you know, I kind of like that. Let's do it and then tweak it. Oh, that's cool. Everyone's got to start somewhere. Being a noob is not a bad thing. All right, I like this one. Let's use it. So let's edit it. And because we're mirrored, we can actually do, let's just say 1. Let's grab, I'm going to grab like those to there. And turn on proportional and GZ and bring them in. Now a little less. Let's just bring this in. There we go. And that gives us more. Maybe a little too sharp, but let's try. No. Now we'll keep it like that. That feels pretty cool to me as a starting point for what we're trying to do here. Let's see, Q sharpen. How are we looking here? Not bad. That feels like a fun car to me. Take a look at it. Let's bring it over. We need to make it a little bit bigger, I think. Scale it up to like that. So it's slightly longer than the Porsche, but not really much wider. No, that looks good. I like it. Let's apply those and save. And we have our starting points. So now I'm going to get rid of the Porsche. Okay. Woohoo! So we want to think about, that looks like a window. That looks like a window, potentially. Let's mirror on the left, right. Again, bring that back and come in here and see if we can't. Is that just a, let's try sharp. Yeah, okay, cool. And inset just slightly. Cool. And in just slightly. And materials, I'm just going to give it a new base one, and then plus, assign, new, we're just going to call it window. It's just a placeholder so that we can see what the heck we're doing. So, there we go. We got some weird things happening on those there. But face orientation, let's just see. No, that's okay. I don't know what's going on, but we'll fix it if we need to. We can, let's actually tab A, M, distance. Okay, we'll get rid of a couple of vertices that were overlapping. That might help us. Okay, so we've made that into a window. Let's make this front thing also into a window. In slightly, cool. And down just ever so slightly, 0.005, half a centimeter, and assign. Take a look again. It's a little bit weird that it goes that far to the front. Not quite sure how I feel about that. It's not awful, but let's undo. And actually, let's just, disconnect these and do it just to there. I think that'll be better. Maybe even one more. Yeah, that looks like a good cockpit window. And inset. And then E. And again, we said 0.005. And assign. Cool. That'll work. We're not going to really talk about how it's a door, but I'm thinking kind of this section here would probably pop up there. So we're going to allow that it's going to have sort of sports car doors that are hard to get into, but whatever, right? Let's keep going. Let's grab these. Do the same thing, put another window here. Inset it. Let's get it roughly the same as the other side. We didn't line up exact, but that's fine. And E in, and again, do like that far, and assign. So we have kind of a window vibe going on there. Cool. Save. Let's take a look back here, see what we got. Oh, that's interesting. See how far out it goes. That's pretty cool. I actually don't want these. In fact, let's go ahead to our modifier and just turn it on there so we're good. We see everything. Actually, L minus, no. 3, I want, fine. That. Yeah, I think we want that. Inset. Whoa. Okay, no. Okay, we need to see what's going on here. 1, what do we got? Okay. Let's do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to merge those. Center. Which will do the same thing on the other side because we're controlling our mirror. And that just gets rid of some weird double geometry we didn't really want. Let's see if this is better. Inset. Still doing a weird thing there. Can even combine those. But let's see. We can't go any further than that. How do we want to do that? I like the idea of it connecting. Take it in just a bit. And we can just do that. That's fine. Actually, undo. And I want to add that center line here. And I think these centers here. And the top. Yep. Kind of just thinking through this as we go, but that looks good to me. And E. Oh. Tab. Apply all tab. 3. E. Okay, that's better. There we go. Cool. We can go a little further. To like there. That's going to be our engine. That's just kind of a neat looking engine. Like exhaust glowy thing. I think that will be cool. So let's just add, while we're doing it, assign new engine glow. We're just going to overwrite these later, but okay. Kind of helps to visualize when you're going through and doing it. That feels neat. What's up with that? Might just be a cut in. I see. It's just a cut. How do we feel about it? Well, first thing again, let's add back our mirror modifier. And I think I'm going to get rid of that cut. That hole seems just a little bit problematic. Doesn't look like it really wants to work for us. Control E, bridge edge loops. What do you mean? Okay, fine, fill. There we go. That's definitely better. That's going all the way through is kind of neat. We'll let that do that. Let's see. Some of these are doing weird things just because of where it hit when we did the Yeah. What am I going to say? It extruded too far in when it did the paneling. So we get some cut throughs like that. But I think we can just replace that with some parts and that'll be all right. Let's grab some kit bash. Big, medium, small. Model shop, spaceships. No, kit objects. Trim sheets. And hull parts. Sure, yeah, but I'm going to get this out of the way. I can't see. Come on. There we go. And we don't want to change our overall shape of our ships. We want to keep these kind of subtle. But I think this will be a good one. And obviously, it's huge. So scale it way down. Bring it in there. Okay. And we want to rotate it 180 degrees. And then like that. I think we're going to make it even smaller. Yeah. And then like that. Maybe even smaller. We don't really want to cut into our engine like that. So we're going to go forward to there. Yeah, that looks okay. We're going to edit. And just to make sure that we're good. Let's just go to here to here. Yep. E. And extrude inward. And not that far. Just to there. Just to make sure we're cutting in our panel all the way through. We can go a bit further. Actually, let's shrink it. There we go. That just kind of makes sure that we have a good seam. And then mirror it. Cool, and that just covers up some of that weirdness. I like it. It's kind of fun. Just got a little bit more form to our thing too. Let's see what else we want to do. Maybe one or two more of like that. Or just some greebly parts. That's just fun though. Panel clusters. We could do some panels on the back, like little engine parts. It's very Star Warsian. Let's try it. Scale in. Local. Okay, sure. That seems all right. Is it cutting through enough? Yeah, it looks like it is. Maybe even too much. Take it back out a little bit. There we go. That looks good. Now let's mirror it. There we go. Just gives us a little bit of bump on the back there. That'll be fun. And again, let's take this to here. And maybe even, well, yeah, do. To there and to there. And tab, shift Q. We're going to use random flow. We're going to turn off dynamic scale. And tubes. Let's try tubes. Cool. Let's try a different seed. That's better. Cool. F9. We're going to cut our offset down to maximum like 0.005. So they kind of cut in like that. It just feels good. Nice. I like it. Let's do that. Again, just to kind of help give us a little bit of secondary detail and tie those things together slightly. Maybe let's start just giving it some materials too so we can see what it looks like. Tab A, U, Smart Project, unwrap. Let's try Smart Project, see what it does. And material 1 will go with the big, medium, small material. There, metal sheet standard. Let's see what it looks like. It's going to be kind of, it's a very sort of grungy looking material. I don't hate. I'm not sure I like just that setup of it, but I don't hate it. I think it's pretty cool. Let's look and see. Let's first try scaling it a little bit. No, here. Just to make those slightly smaller. Give those panels kind of, ooh, neat cut lines. Yeah. No, I like that. That feels fun. I don't think I ever applied the rotation scale on my ship too. I should do that. So that feels pretty good. Window, we can try making it a window pane. Let's see how it looks. It's probably not going to work well for us. And we can see in, it's not awful. The problem may be when we do our engine. So let's do our engine now. Actually fix that. I don't want the engine to glow. I don't want to see the glow on the inside. So I'm just actually, rather than do it this way, ooh, I'm going to take this coplanar and I'm going to extrude it back out a little bit. And I'm going to give it a new material. Assign, and give it an actual engine glow. And this one, I'm just going to delete. I can't do anything about it. Delete. So now we have an engine glow that doesn't show up inside, or does it show up inside? Ah, it does. Inside of our ship. Damn it. Okay. Z6 tab. Select. Hide. Yeah, we're getting the whole thing. Alt hide. So select, shift hide, just that. Is it just the one? I thought I did multiple. E, fine. Plus that, no. Shift D, E. There we go. Now we got it. Assign. So we just built a baffle inside so that their engine glow doesn't show up in our ship. Yeah. Now it's dark on the inside, but we can see the ship kind of has a look to it. We could even try giving our ship a solidify. We're going to definitely need to turn off even thickness. Let's see if that worked. Yeah, so now it's got thickness of 0.025. Okay, so now it's got an inch thick interior to it, which you may never notice, but it's kind of cool to have. And we got our glowing on our back. We're doing glue there. And our pipes. Let's just grab those and make them maybe chrome. Let's see. We want the dirtier chrome. Yeah, that works. Those are still working from the old one, but they work fine. They look good. That's just what they were initially. We could give it some lights and shit if we wanted to, but I don't really think we need to right now. And it just looks very sleek and, you know, sporty. I like it. Let's save. Okay. Do we want to do more to it? Are we okay with it? I think we might be okay with it for right now. Let's just take our parts, convert to mesh to apply, and then join them together. Oh, we need to convert this to mesh and then join it to that as well. And we're going to call this AV Flyer. And there is our vehicle. The vehicle part of the day is done. It feels fun. I think it's car sized. I buy that. Again, yesterday's ended up a little too big. And that was okay, but where do we want to put it? Next to a building, in a house? What's a good place for this thing? Let's see. First off, let's drop back to that. And just trying to kind of do some other vehicles I had for inspiration, but I didn't end up needing any parts today, which is fine. I closed my window. City builder. Soviet industrial. I think maybe industrial would be what we use for some of these. As our starting point. They're kind of Soviet looking too, honestly. Let's bring this in. It's a cool looking little system. And feels about the right scale. Cool. And I'm going to rotate it 90 because I like looking at things going deeper in, and it's just how I'm used to seeing it. And bring it over so our vehicle, at least initially right now, is in that sort of walkway path area. Cool. We're going to definitely mess this up some more, but that's feeling all right so far. What other fun stuff do we want to put around it? Let's do some big, medium, small. Just be a bit crazy. Our focus on our build is on our car and then the environment around it. So I don't care again if we use a lot of building shapes that we didn't really make, because it's not so much concepting the environment as the environment is just going to contextualize the other stuff. And or it's an illustration, and or I just don't care. But just be thinking about that, right? Like, you don't want to just use kitbashy parts. Exposure, 7.5. There we go. Nice and bright. You can see where the hell we are. That's just a cool piece. I'm going to bring it to like there. And maybe turn it sideways. So we see some stuff like that. And then down a little bit. And we're going to put another ground around here too. We will do that now. Shift A, mesh. We'll circle just in case. S100. We're not going to do that big. Let's go let's try 50. We're going to try to keep it to inside this circle today. Okay. Let's remesh it. Quad remesh, 250. And remesh it. And then delete the original. Save. Okay. Modifier, terrain, trainer base. We want to cut our scale down, I think, like 2. Or actually increase our scale. And cut our strength down to 1. It's not bad. Okay. And then tab. And let's just say C. I don't really want all those, but something like that. Okay. Need it smaller. Just A. Let's just subdivide the whole thing one more time. Okay. Cool. Now, those there. I'm going to assign to detail. Just flatten them down. And let's take a look. And then bring the whole terrain down. To there. Okay. Maybe. I think so, but I think I'm going to increase the scale a bit. That's a little too bumpy. And we haven't applied anything yet, so. Oh, wrong one. That's the height. There is no height. Scale. It's getting bumpier. 0.1. There we go. That's okay. That's looking all right. Great. Let's apply it. Now we're going to come back to it and edit it. And we're going to grab that. Yeah. And we're going to use that for random flow. Quick displacement. Only on selection. And that gives us some micro right there. We could increase it a bit more. Strength of 0.5. Let's see how we feel about that. That looks all right. Kind of gives us what we want. We want to maybe subsurf after 1. This is one of those times we actually might need some terrain to have some polygons to it, just so we can get it smoother looking. But that looks cool. Cool. Take a look. Yo, Unquiet. Good to see you, man. Yes. That's feeling kind of good. It's still a little too edgy for me, but I think some plants might help too. We can try some things here. I think what I want to do, make our life easier, is grab this thing, edit it, and yes, separate that from the other stuff. Move this, and new collection to structures. Cool. And then this ground. Okay. And we're going to make this kind of ruined looking. That's going to be kind of our point. And how long have I been working in Blender? I started working in Blender 2019, It's like 6 or 7 years. Like it's been 6 years, probably hardcore, and maybe 7 when I started dabbling in it. That feels cool. Okay. I don't want to get done too fast, basically. So I'm just trying to make sure I have enough stuff to do. 'Cause I don't want to just jam through this and be done. Let's get started, though. So first we want a terrain outside of the entire thing. And this new collection, let's call it platform or foundation. Foundation sounds good. Let's come back. Geoscatter. This. And biome scatter. What's biome scatter? What do we want out there? I don't know if we want like a forest this time. I think we're just going to keep it kind of rough. Junkyard would be kind of cool. You know, I think junkyard could be kind of cool. Let's try junkyard 20. It's going to be like a muddy trash pile out there. I don't think we'll see too much past of it anyway. It's thinking away, and then it's going to tell us it's too big. And that's okay. We are going to do more building, too. I just want to get some of this done. Yeah. So it hit it all because it was too big. So we don't want any of the trash pile, at least initially, upward obstructing on foundation. So we should see this. Yeah, it'll go there. Except that it is going where we get them now, where foundation is not covered, which might be cool. Let's see. Splinters. Heap large. I think some of these we can hide from other things and it'll be fine too. Yeah. Okay. So it's not awful. But let's keep playing with it. Let's look at it first. See how we're getting along. You're thinking. No, I don't actually hate that much. I think even in the middle I don't hate it that much. That's kind of cool. That's a rare thing. Kind of just good with that. Cool. Well, that's sad. Now I don't have anything to do with it. No, we're going to do more. Let's turn it off. Some of these textures they used are just a weird scaling. I think I might need to go back and fix that too. Come on, turn off. You can do it! There we go. And save. And go back to gray. Okay, so now I want one where it's a little different. What are we going to look for? We're going to look for a tall grass, weeds kind of bullshit. We've done this, several times recently, but doesn't really change. This one has too many rocks, I think, but we might use it to start with. Okay. Great. We are going to upward obstruct this one on structures, not foundation. And we're probably going to turn the rocks way down too. We're going to get rid of flowers. We don't want any flowers today. And leave those off. Grass, dark to start with. Proximity, repel. We're going to reuse structures. And we're going to reverse that. And we'll try the minimum distance for right now and see what that does. And that gives us grass right around the edges. Which, you know, I've done before, but that's fine. We can bring it closer if we want to. Minimum of 0.1. That'll suck it in more. It's like right along the edges. And let's increase the distribution on it. Just to like 64. Because I like binary. Okay. Sure. Turn it off. Grass dead. Let's do the same thing. Structures. Reverse. And I think maybe let it go bigger this time. Let's see how that does. 1. And again, 64. 128. We're just going to make it thick. It's too sharp. Let's try the opposite. 0.5 with a transition of 1. Transition of 3. Okay. Feels okay, but probably a little too big. Let's just take it down to 100. And 0.1. Yeah. Maybe not quite that far. 2. Something like that. Okay. Something like that seems okay. Now, rocks. We don't need nearly as many rocks as we have. I'm just going to cut it down. Oh, I'm not cutting down rocks. What are you doing? I'm not on rocks. Why, I should be. Off. Rocks. On. Rocks. That was a weird bug. Just leave some. We can kind of have them just go everywhere. I'm alright with that. Gravel. I want to do the same thing as we did with the other one here. So, repel. Structured. This one I do want to go 0.01 and transition of 4 and reverse. And let's just take it to 32 for right now. And then on. So we have rocks near our structure. I'm not even sure I want it to... The problem is we're getting in a place where there's an up like this, it hides. But maybe it's okay because the other one will replace some other things. Let's see. It doesn't go underneath the stairs because it's got an upward obstruction of that building. Let's just turn on this whole one. Take a look at what it looks like now. And this is without the trash. So And some gravel, some trash. Yeah, sure. Let's save. Turn on Junkyard 20. It's going to be tons of trash now. Probably too much. But let's look. So we got some grass and some rocks near those spaces. Yeah. It works. I think what I'm going to do, though, in looking at it, I like this, but I'm going to get rid of these two. Or at least gravel. I'm going to get rid of gravel for right now. Let's just turn off it all for right now, the two that'll make our life easier. Come on. It's doing it. It's just slow. I'm not worried about it's locked yet. Okay, yeah. Let's get rid of gravel. Just entirely. And then let's come to that and open biomes. I could have just copied it, I suppose. That probably would have made sense. Yeah, well. Bring it back onto here. And we're just going to get rid of everything but gravel. That's why I should have just copied it. Oh, come on. Get rid of rocks. Grass dark. Dead. Flower. And we'll do it here. Proximity. Collection of structure. Minimum of 0.01. Transition of 3. And now I'm going to go back to the other one, turn it all off. Top of circle. Turn off junkyard. Turn off rock plane, just so I can see what I'm doing. This one is on. Turn on geoscatter. We have rocks going out on. Oh, it's not reversed. It's like, what? Reverse it. There we go. So now we have gravel on the concrete as well. I think that'll help us. We could do some trash on the concrete as well. That might be a good thing to do. Let's try copying this time. Your top of circle. Let's look at our trash. Let's grab dead leaves and splinters and copy selected systems. Cool. And then back to this. And then paste selected systems, yes. Oh, give me all of them. Oh, I must have the other one selected too. Whatever. Just get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. I didn't put any upward obstruct on that, did I? I don't think so. Repel. Structures. Reverse. 1.1. Just trying it. And here, splinters. Well, structures. Reverse. And 1. Now let's just turn those on and save. Okay, so now we have some on that as well. That's kind of cool. I think that's a good thing. Let's just check it with the other one. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you, sir. Turn this one back on. And this one back on. And we've created kind of a subtle ground, even if it's hard to notice that. But it gives us trash where we want it. It still leaves us some concrete there on the base. I think that's pretty good. I'm liking it. I'm going to change some materials, though. I think first off, this thing. I did not, as I recall, like it too much. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's okay. It's not as bad as I feared. It's a little punchy in the normal, though. It's kind of a little over-aggressive on the bump. Let's try editing it, at the very least. That bump is just a little... Oh, it's because it's a displacement. Maybe. I don't want it as a displacement. I want it as a bump. Although actually the bump is displacement, pretty much the same thing. But and we're going to cut our strength down to like 0.1 and our distance down to like 0.1. And solo it, save it, and see how that looks. That feels better. Yeah, we can make a little more than 0.1. Let's go like 0.3 and 0.3. Does that give us slightly more? You can try. Let's just try 1 and 1. Yeah, see, it's different than it works. Oh, because it's supposed to be in height, dumbass. That's why. It's like, what? That's too much. Okay, so that's how it was. And that's entirely too much. Yes, okay, now I'm getting it. 0.3 and 0.3, and that feels way better. Maybe even a little more. 0.1. Yeah, that's good. This one also just looks insane. I think it might be the scale. But I like it's. I would just replace it, but I like the shaping on it. So let's just edit it here. This does not go like that. Oh, so much better. And it's just that one, I guess. Okay. Into normal. Give it a bump. Change the height. Strength of 0.1. 0.5. And it feels better. What's our roughness look like? Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of that. It's all right, though, I guess. The only other thing I think I'm going to do here is just add in a bevel node. Just helps make it smooth out a little bit. Oh, I got disconnected. Are you guys still there? People there? It says my chat got killed. And then back up again. Sound off if you're there. Hopefully. Yeah, that's looking better. Let's do this for a couple more materials, I think. Great. Awesome. Just looked up, I'm like, your chat was disconnected. What? Okay, yeah, so this is another one where it's like, no. Add a bump to height to normal. 0.3, 0.3, even less, I think. 0.1, 2, cool. Yeah, that's way better. Okay, that's looking good, 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 good. Alrighty. So, we have now created our vehicle and given him a place to be, but now we need something to sort of give it some oomph one way or another. First off, let's get rid of Jared here because he's naked. What other kind of fun things can we do here? I want to add some more, like, I don't think of some platforms. Just going to kind of complex this up a little bit. And we'll use platform generator for that. So we'll just come over here and load it up. Platform generator. And we're going to grab this one. Into scene collection and paste. Okay, and that's 7. Now let's just move everything off to the side. Okay, so let's start by building a platform on this thing. I'm going to put an edge loop there like that, so that I can take these two, Shift D, P section, come back in. Now we have them. Tab 7, E, X3, or just E, 0, and -2. Just a simple platform. So we got double platforming there like that if we want it. Now I'm going to just solo those. And 4, yeah. Cool. I'm going to set this one to like here. Cool. Delete vertices. No. Delete faces. Okay. There. Uh-oh. Yeah? Come on. Okay. Oh, I'm in local. Okay. Cool. I think we might need to go a little wider. let's just grab this and this and gx minus 1. Okay. Sure. That's fine. And then tab. We're going to grab that. I probably should do the same thing here too. Probably should have done it beforehand. Yeah, well. Gonna have to find a 7. I screwed up. It's fine. There we go. So we're gonna fake it now. By lining up there. And lining it up there. That gives me the right width. That's really all I'm kind of concerned about. Okay. And then that's good. And then 3, delete this face. Come back in. And it's a slightly bigger hole, but I don't care. It's fine. And 2 EZ down to here. Slightly forward. Cool. Platform is coming along. Now we want to delete this, 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 this. Right? Oh. Okay. Fine. Good deal. That'll work, I think. We might need to adjust it a little bit, but we can. Okay. Come back. Let's grab that to here. Link copy modifiers. And just delete this sucker. Come over here. And set it so this base goes to ground. Or not even, no, it's not ground. It should be foundation. That would make the most sense. And yeah, it's a little wonked. I was afraid of that, but we can fix it. Okay, let's edit. Hide it from here. Okay. Why is it a little wonked? It shouldn't actually be too much. Well, that's first thing we want to do is get rid of the stuff on top. So just nuke that. That makes our life better. But then, yeah. It gets weird. You know what? Maybe we'll actually just do it. Okay. Y. There. Okay. Y. There. Okay. Y. Did I go all the way? Yes. Get rid of those. That should help that. And then hide that just so I can see what I'm doing. And let's do the same thing here. KY. There. There. Let's see what that gives us. That can be better. That is better. Not a lot better, but better. Why are we getting a weird... There, that's strange. I feel like I should be getting a support there that I'm not getting. Well, let's see. First thing. let's see. We want pillars. No pillars inside, yes. Oblique supports are fine. We like those. Braces. I think no braces on this one. Tab, and we can maybe, do I want to... Let's try this. EZ1. How do we feel about that? It's going to give us... Come on. Yeah, all right. I wish I knew why it was not giving us supports down there, but I don't guess it super hugely matters. I think I hate that it doubles here, so what we can do to fix that, select this and this, this, and this, and we'll make that, first off, remove unused slots. Then just remove that slot, new, and then plus assign balcony. That cuts that down so it doesn't give us the double platform or the double structure support there. But I don't know why I'm not getting one here. That's very strange. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can figure it out. Bevels are good. Bevel of 0.1. Sure, it's still little. Even a little less than that. There we go. Pillars. There we go. Oh, I see. It thinks it's doubling it there. Weird. Three. That's better too. Yeah. Merge pillars 0.5. No. 0. I'm just going to let it double like that. I don't care. That's kind of neat anyway. Cool. We know we're going to need to change the materials on this one because I've seen this before and it's way too shiny. So let's do that now. Where did I put those? Oh, come on, all here down. Great. Whatever. Steel support materials. Oh, always. You know how it is. Exciting. Metal. Wasteland rusty. So let's try that today. Something other than distressed hull. Wasteland metal rusty. We don't have any scattering. We took that. We got rid of all that stuff. So then pier. We just need to come back and on our platform. Is it planks or where does it put it? Procedural planks? Yes. Material. Wasteland metal rusty. Solo it. Let's take a look. Yep, that's cool. That's working for me. Oh, we got a weird thing happening here. I mean, I don't necessarily hate it, but it's kind of weird. Oh, I know why. There. Does not like holes. And didn't do it on the other one. Let's see. Is that going to add an extra pillar? No, but it does give us that extra support, but that's fine. I don't even hate that. That looks better. Nice. Do we do the same thing on the other side? Yes, we do. There we go. Fixed. Okay, so we got our platform going on the side there like that. That was fun. And it's not impacting anything that's going to affect our garbage because it's in its own space, which is what we want. Do we want another one? Or... no, I think one is enough. I do think we want some garbage, some stuff in here. I say garbage, but we've already got lots of garbage on the ground. I mean, just gack to fill things up. Where we want to get it from? Trying to decide. Let's start with big, medium, small in Apocalypse and see what we get. The greatest piece of gack ever, a spare tire sitting there somewhere. Cool. And we're going to move that to structure because it's big enough I don't want grass growing up through it. Now, what else? A barrel. Barrel seems cool. Let's throw that there. Also in structure. Make sure it's not cutting into our thing, which it is. No, it wasn't actually, but that's fine. So we move it over slightly. Okay. So we got a barrel there. We got a tire. Cool. What is this material? I want to see. It is base 2, and that's still base 2. Good. Shading. I want to make sure that one has a bevel on it. It does not. We're going to fix that. First thing we're going to do is get rid of that. And then we're going to go into our normal. Search for a bump. With that height. Strength of 0.2 and 0.2. And then add a bevel mode. Better. Those are really shiny. What else is that going to? Oh, specular. This is old school. That's too shiny for me. Color ramp. Roughness there. And we're going to make it a lot less shiny. And we're going to remove from specular entirely, because we want our specular just to be 0.5, which is what it should be 99% of the time in normal spaces. I go there. And we'll take this dark one and we'll bring it up slightly. Okay. That's better. Save. Now, I think this is going to be yet another insurgent hideout spot because they're fun to make. So we can add a little bit of high-tech stuff here as they have set up. Cables and wires, always fun. Let's try this one here. I'm going to try, because that sticks out so much. Let's just RZ180. And bring it over back instead, like that. I don't really want to stick off the edge, and I don't really want it to get stuck in a pillar. That looks pretty good. I feel like we did kind of completely by accident reasonably well. We can move that just a tiny bit, and that just a tiny bit. Okay. A couple of these just need to be moved. Let's just come to here. Good deal. I feel like that fixes most of it. Getting a little bit of clippage there. And we just want to move this here. Oh, connected only. There we go. That works. Okay, so we got that on top now. It's looking all right. Kind of gives us a little bit of extra interest looking at it this height too, which is where we want to be. What kind of high-techy stuff do we want to throw in here now? Is there anything in the cyberpunk we want to use? Let's look. Just kind of taking a look real quick. Throw this piece here. Just kind of a fun thing. Fortunately, having a flying air vehicle that looks like a spaceship in here just kind of sets us as in a sci-fi scene pretty easily, so we don't have to worry too much about that. Okay, that can go there. Cool. Right up against there. Again, cool. And then we can just, because integrating things is always good, come over here, and where do we want to put it to? Shift AC, create a cable from our back there, just up into here. Okay, then this, and then the cable, and simulate the cable. And that should make it fall on that, right? I believe, if it's going to. Kinda, yeah. Didn't fall too much, but yeah, it did. Nice. Save. And let's make that just rubber. Okay. Cool. Let's take a look. I like my little platform. I like that probably no one's going to notice it or care about it because that's kind of makes me happy. I'm weird like that. Because it adds to our scene, makes it more of our own, but it doesn't stand out. And that's what we want. Okay. I kind of want this to be like a gray, cold looking day. So I think we want some fog and I think we want some clouds. Let's start with the clouds. Import HDR. And I cannot remember which are all of our cloudy days, but I know I have one. So we're just going to go to the one that I know works. And honestly, one cloudy day looks pretty much like another one, so you don't really need to worry too much about that. Go to 1053. Sure. Sounds good. Yep, that feels like a cloudy day. Okay. And we're going to throw in some fog in here as well, just to make it, but not too much. Sort of subtle, subliminal fog. Wedding fog. One. Just take it that far. That should be fine. We still haven't set a camera up. We should probably do that too at this point. But let's deal with our wedding fog. Density 0.05. Shading. And we're going to get rid of that and do with a scatter of the Mie variety. Yeah. Okay, that feels like it might work. Let's finish setting up our camera. Yeah, we'll go 35. Sure. I'm going to come up a little bit. Where do we want to be for this first shot? Kind of be maybe up on that, like that feels kind of cool. Let's see. We might need to be a bit brighter. Let's try 6.5. Take it up a step. That might be too bright. 7. Let's change our base contrast. That's better, yeah. And just go ahead and set our compositing stuff too while I'm looking at it. There we go. That feels all right. Do we want to move our ship around? Let's see. Slightly more this way. Yeah, I think slightly more that way. And maybe slightly down. Let's see. I can't really go down much, can I? No, we're pretty much. Are we scraping ground now? We're not. But we're hovering only about 6 inches off, so we're not going any lower than that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Maybe let's give ourselves a little more room at the top so we can see our railing here and it doesn't tangent. That feels all right. Let's grayscale. Turn on geoscatter. Okay. Feels pretty good. Save. I want to put just a bit of like human elements in here. And the idea I had is maybe like some bottles. Let's see. Like there. Which will kind of help set our scale too. And maybe I'll turn off geoscatter for a minute. We still got a couple minutes. We're doing all right. And I like it. Remember, I hated the material put on this thing. So let's save and grab a few other things first. Let's put a bucket with some wood here. Yes. And maybe another bucket without anything kind of over here. Cool. Move it closer to the edge just so it's more visible, which is cheesy, but you know, whatever. Cool. Other stuff we might want to put in there. Put some like stairs here, like some. Yeah. We won't see them in this shot, but I think something like that. Obviously, it doesn't go up high enough, but that's fine. You can even put a ladder on top, maybe. That could be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Cool, I'm gonna bring this out more. So it feels just very, you know, pieced together. I like that. Again, can't really see it in this shot, but we will later. Just while I'm grabbing stuff. And anything else we want? Let's see. Here's a oil tank kind of vibe, like a gas can. Cool. Good deal. And the ever happy wood palette, which we'll throw here and move to structure. Okay. Now, file, external data, find missing files. So let's go look for favelas. Grab them. Yeah, I know. And then our bottle, because I just know, because I did it yesterday, I'm going to change this dark glass to beer glass. Now let's see. Yeah, that's better. That helps. Maybe a couple bottles. Just like grab it and cool. Someone's been drinking. I'm into that. I think that looks good. Let's try turning back on Geoscatter. Just make sure everything looks cool. But I think we're in a good shape today. Kind of finished right about up on time. Garbage everywhere. Turn it on. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah, that's really working for me. I think it's cool. All right, folks. So I think we're good. Um, we got quite a bit done today, actually. Turn things off so we can take a look. We made our ship, which I think is actually pretty cool. There we go. More of an air car than an actual spaceship this time, which is what we wanted. So something we feel like probably can't make any kind of a hyperspace jump, but can certainly fly around. We got our terrain built. We did a whole bunch of, the nitpicky little geoscattering to get stuff where we wanted. We made our platform here. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with our result. I hope you folks enjoyed it. I will be back again tomorrow for another one. A little bit off scale? I don't know. What's off scale? I had a person in here. Seemed like it was correct. Again, it's an air car, so it's only meant to carry about 2 or 3 people, so it's not like a big thing. I don't know. Scale feels good to me. Yeah. So I will be back again tomorrow, and we will do another one. Yeah. I hope everybody has a great day. Make some cool stuff of their own, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, folks. Take care. Bye.